Octane Zip Ties family, we back with another video. Turbo crown build is.
The people are skipping already. Anyways, welcome back to the video. If you guys can already tell by the thumbnail, I don't know if this is going to be a 1 video, 2 video, 7-part, 1 part, whatever. We have the crown up in the air. If you watched, actually I don't know if I put this vlog out yet, but we dumped the C34. Anyways, crown content, boosting the 2J. This is a 96, so it comes with turbo internals. Well, 95 to 96 is turbo internals.
95 to 97.
96.
It's 95 to 97, bro. I did the research.
Ty started earlier taking a bunch of, the plastic stuff apart. We just undid the exhaust from the headers in the back. Kind of just figuring out what the best plan of attack. You want to tell the people what kind of kit and stuff? You want to introduce
Yo. Come over here. It's XAT Racing. It's a JZS 155 chassis.
Specifically made for this car.
Yeah, it's made for this chassis.
Our buddies at XAT, shout out Andrew.
Comes with a Borg Warner spoolie boy. We got everything.
Want to show us?
Injectors, intercooler, head gasket, head studs. You know what I'm saying?
Nice, nice. So,
and many more goodies, but I mean, it pretty much comes with everything. I also got fuel pump injectors because eventually I want to make pretty big horsepower with it, but right now it's installation. We'll be untuned for a little bit, but
should be drivable.
We'll still be outside.
You gotta figure out what all these connectors go to and all these.
I'm just stating it right here.
And jibbies.
Right off the bat, Daniel is hating.
I'm not hating, I'm stating.
Hating and stating.
Factoids. Look at that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, someone's leaking.
Coolant, bro.
Coolant, bro.
Oh wait, is it leaking still underneath here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well.
Hey.
Not really bad.
One step further. One big step for mankind.
One step further. One step for mankind.
One step further for mankind.
But if you guys don't know, this is what a 500,000 horsepower 2J.
500 horsepower. Like, it doesn't get more horsepower, I'm telling you.
It doesn't get more
It
horsepower
doesn't get more
than this.
horsepower. Like, I know you see the catch can.
His back bolt ain't no joke. That's it. Progress, progress, progress. Just got the rest of the.
There's literally one more bolt right here.
Are
That's
you
why.
fucking
Well, hey, there we go. Now I pulled out the camera, and that's what happens. But hardest part so far tonight, everything. This dumb thing. All right. Everything else has been kind of a bit tedious. I think I got sliced up too. But yeah, everything's been tedious. We're making it step by step. But yeah, that stupid shield
Was the hardest
was
part.
terrible. I mean, you guys saw like 2 hours ago it was still in there. We tried getting it, but been taking everything else off, trying it, taking everything else off, trying it, and just got it off. So
Yes, sir.
time to get everything else on that side to get the.
Oh, look who just
What are you
pulled
taking
up.
off there, Scooter Boy?
A lot of sensors.
A lot of stuff.
Smooth, bad, good, horrible. I mean, my life be like,
All right, you're done.
Enough for the how's everything going?
Just going. Probably headaches. A few headaches. A couple headaches.
Okay. You got ibuprofen? You got the Perk 30s?
I'm a burn victim. You see this?
What the?
Burn reveal on the channel.
Damn.
What did you get burned by?
I was riding my hog. My chopper.
Thought you breathed on yourself.
My
bud. Your chopper? You got a chopper?
I got a chopper, dude. I got a little hog.
Get to the chopper! Why you holding the camera like that, weird?
Is there anything on the bottom it needs to disconnect to come up?
I really hope
No, I think there is. Good. Possibly not. Got him.
Yeah! 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 Look, we got it. You can come out now.
Oh, you did film it! Headers are out. Your boy was underneath. I think Dan filmed it for me, but...
actually don't fit.
Bolt it.
That's where it goes on to?
Put it.
Put it. I just put it on already.
Bro, just put it on, bro.
What are you waiting for, Tyler? Jesus Christ.
And welcome back for the official day 2. You guys saw us ending trying to put the headers on. Come to find out, we have to actually take the studs out of the head. So that won't be too much of an issue. But right now, we are going to try and pull the head off. So it got dark. It was a bit hard to film. But Tyler and Dan ended up taking off the intake and a lot of the other stuff that was connected. And then so now we've got the valve covers off. We've got the timing off. We did have to take off a couple different things. Serpentine belt had to come off. This bracket had to come off for just some of the plastics and stuff that was there. And then you do have to take off the tensioner. So still trying to not make this too much of a how-to, but then again also kind of give you guys some of the things that are necessary to know. Engine should be at top dead center. We're about to take the cam gears off. It is a 32 to hold the cam right here, and then we're going to impact this off as well as this. So we're going to get to that, start taking the head off. We are going to take them off in order. I found the thing online, the PDF for all the bolts, and then once we've got stuff off, we will come back and figure out the next steps. All right, real quick, just to give you guys a run through, there is orders online that you have to take these cam covers off. So all of those are off. The two fronts are off. The cams are obviously out. Head studs are out. And it was an M12 for anybody, a triple Torx bit, triple square bit, my bad. Triple square bit, M12. Those are out. Make sure that there is a sequence that you guys follow. Look those up, or I will post them maybe earlier right now. But just making sure that everything else is out of the way. There was a ground that was hooked to a sensor in the back of the head, so I'm going to take that off. There is this hose for the heater core, but I think I'm going to get the head off and then I'll be able to get the clamp at the back. And then I got this water neck, or I guess one of the hoses that goes to the radiator. So that is now loose, and I think we are ready to take it off. Oh, other than this, I will take this off, but I'm not going to hit this super hard. I'm just going to use a rubber mallet, kind of tap it around. There is, of course, the head gasket, so that's going to hold it down, kind of make it a little bit sticky, but Ty's at work, so there's nobody here to film it for me. Can't find my tripod stuff, so I will get this head off. Everything's mostly disassembled, and just so you're aware, when you take these head studs out, if you're watching this for knowledge on actually how to do this, there are washers on every single head stud that you will have to put a little magnet or something down there and fish out. So let me get this head off and then we will update you in a minute. And we have the head finally off of the block. Really wasn't that hard. I did try to take this hose off, but I just took it off the heater core so I could leave it on. I put it on some clean cardboard as well as the cams and basically whole head setup. So now that we've got this cleaned up, well, actually it's not cleaned up, we have to clean it up. Now that it's open, I'm going to be cleaning off the surface so that the new head gasket can go on, have no issues. Probably clean up a little bit on top of each of the piston head, and make sure that we're not getting anything inside of the actual piston cylinder. So, and Mr. Charles decided to pull up, so we are going to take a quick intermission. He came to drop off the loggers, but we're gonna go to AutoZone real quick and grab some of the seals that we need for the 2J, and he's got to grab some stuff as well. So kind of worked out. We're gonna take a ride in the Laurel. He's been itching to get it out and about. The hood is on the way, the rear windshield is on the way, and hopefully this thing will be back on the road sooner than later. But yeah, quick AutoZone trip. Let's get it. That's the real one right there.
Love it. First reviews, good car. Good car.
The zone. Get in the zone. Use Chris 8. Dang, it's so dark.
It's too dark right now. Let me clock in real quick. I'll be right back.
You see the Laurel outside, dude?
You see the pilot outside, dude?
Oh.
Look.
No, we saw.
I don't think you showed him.
All right.
Dude.
That is not right-hand drive, bro. You know? Oh.
I mean, but it do be an import though, bro.
Dude, this kid is. Let me get another one of those. And here we are. So the surface on the block is pretty much cleaned up as much as possible. I took a razor. I tried as best as I could not to drop anything in any of these tiny little holes. We just put some head studs in, but we put the assembly lube just on some of the threads, and you want to make sure that they're hand tight. So we just pretty much hand tight as much as we could, because once the head is on and we put the nuts on top, you know, then we torque it to spec and stuff, and that's also how they get tightened. So all of this surface is clean. We've got the turbo head gasket right here. The boys actually ran to AutoZone so that we can get some copper spray, and we will spray this down. I will put that on, and then I will put the head on. We do have these new little washers that well, go on the head studs, and so these are going to go inside every single hole, just like that. I am gonna have to use a magnet and basically fish them in, kind of like I fished out the old ones, but we're gonna make sure that we put the head stud assembly lube on all of those. I'll probably put some in the bag and mix it all up just so they're all completely covered, I guess you can say. So we'll put those in, and then I will be able to put the head back on. We'll start assembly a little bit probably tomorrow. We'll see how far we get in this video, and for tonight, before it gets too dark, I'll pull out the headlight and stuff. We'll do a little bit real quick. This boy's gonna hop on the cam for us. The camcorder.
I got all of it.
Joust manual, come around the front. Come around the front. You have to go like from the side, I think, Tom.
Which?
Not gonna fit.
Will it go back far enough? Yeah, look at that. That firewall.
Is the hose really stopping it? We will take that hose off. Hose, bro. Getting in the way. And the head is no longer on the cardboard. So we're gonna show you guys what we learned. The head is now back on the block. We showed you that we got the ARP head studs inside the block before the head was on. But being that this is a Crown Royal Saloon and not a GS300 or Supra or any of the cars Soarer that come with a JZ, the firewall got in the way. So we ended up taking off that back tube right there, thinking that that would give us a little bit more leeway, but because of the length of the ARP head studs, there was still no possibility of getting it back there. Even if we took like 2 studs off, it would have to be too much of an angle to go down and the head wouldn't be able to slip on. So we took the ARP head studs off, we put the head on it with the gasket that was copper sprayed before, and then just slipped the ARP head studs easily through every single hole. And because they are supposed to be hand tight, what I did was I took a Allen key, and instead of having the small little bend here and the long one out to where you can crank it, I put the long side up, and then I just used the side of it and basically spun it as much as I can. So they are still softly in there. The reason why you're going to do that is because once you put the nuts on top, when you go to crank those to what foot-pounds?
I think it's 33, 66, then 100.
Once you go and do that, because the threads on both sides of the head studs are righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, when you tighten that head bolt on, or when you tighten the nut onto the ARP head stud, it also digs the head stud in. So they are not going to be just finger loose and stuff inside the car once we actually tighten it down. And also, we will be putting the washers on the inside. So we have that there with some grease. Once we get those all greased up, we'll drop them in, and then we'll be able to put the nuts on the top. But I think we're gonna call it for tonight. We've been working on the car all morning and basically all afternoon, kind of taking some breaks, but we did have to run to AutoZone and all of that jazz. For the most part, I think we're actually gonna call it video right now. We have the cams to put back in and assemble, basically assemble rest of the head tomorrow, as well as a couple gaskets that we are going to get to. So over the next couple days, we are going to slowly assemble it. We do keep the head and block, everything covered at night and closed up, so it shouldn't get any moisture or anything in it, as well as, you know, us wiping down everything, making sure everything's clean before assembly. So I know this video's kind of been like hit or miss. I've been doing some work while they're filming, or they're doing some work and I'm not here, and vice versa. But hopefully this next actual assembly, seals, and putting the actual kit together with the intercooler piping and all of that will be a bit more smooth. I'm gonna try and get more on the camera side while Tyler and Dan, or just Tyler, is doing the assembly side. And then of course we're gonna do startup, we'll do first drive, we'll do tuning, we'll do all of that. So if you didn't like this video as much, I do apologize. I wanted to do some more filming, but it just kind of got to long days, dark nights, and hard to film. So stay tuned for the next video. Hopefully we're gonna get it started up. And if you're new, stay tuned, it's gonna be sick. Crown Royal Saloon should be boosted soon. Drop a thumbs up, hit a subscribe, stay tuned for the next one, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.